Children in Need 2022. What time is the appeal show on TV tonight and who are the presenters? Children in Need will return to our screens tonight, Friday, November 18th, with a star-studded lineup ready to help raise funds this year. The annual fundraising event, which supports more than 2,500 UK charities and projects, will be broadcast on the BBC. The Great Spectacular Appeal Night, featuring prizes, sketches, performances and surprises, starts at 7 p.m. on BBC One and iPlayer. It will run for 3 hours, finishing up at 10 p.m. Special segments include Bradley Walsh hosting a very children's takeover of Blankety Blank and the repair shop team sharing the story behind a very special restoration. Read more. ITV IMA celebrity viewers turn on Ant and Dec as they make Predecaiton following Chris Moyle's trial. Celebrities will also take on Graham Norton's iconic red chair, and might be left red-faced when they're catapulted backwards from the seat if their stories aren't up to Graham's standards. As usual, expect emotive stories from children and charities throughout the evening, highlighting the important work from BBC Children in Need. Plenty of stars will be making appearances throughout the telethon, but the 5 main presenters have been confirmed. Football pundit Alex Scott, comedian Jason Manford, Paralympian medalist Ade Adepitan, presenter Mel Gedroich, and comic Chris Ramsey have been announced as this year's Children in Need presenters. A former footballer, Alex Scott used to play for Arsenal in the FA Women's Super League. The 38-year-old also played for England's national team and represented Great Britain at the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. She now fronts events for the BBC including the Olympic Games, Football Focus and The One Show. Jason Manford is a man of many talents. He's a stand-up comedian, actor and singer. The 41-year-old, from Salford, has presented shows for both ITV and the BBC, including A Question of Sport, Super Saturday, Big Heads, and Starstruck. He also took part in The Masked Singer. Ade Adepitan is a TV presenter and wheelchair basketball player. He played for Great Britain, winning a bronze medal at the 2004 Summer Paralympics and a year later won gold at the Paralympic World Cup. The 49-year-old has also hosted sports programs and travel documentaries for the BBC, including Africa with Ade Adepitan and Climate Change, Ade on the Frontline. Mel Gedroich is perhaps most recognized as former Great British Bake Off presenter alongside Sue Perkins. A comedian and actress, this won't be her first appearance on Children in Need. She first co-presented the program in 2017. Chris Ramsey is a presenter and comic, having hosted I'm a Celebrity, Extra Camp and Stand Up Central and making appearances on comedy panel shows. He's also known for fronting a podcast with his wife Rosie, called SD Married Annoyed. The pair have turned it into a live show and are embarking on a tour next year. Speaking about being involved in Children in Need, Ade said, "I love working with BBC Children in Need and being part of the show. It is an incredible night and after the last few years with COVID and the cost of living crisis the work that BBC Children in Need does is more important than ever." Mel added, "More than ever I want to be involved. There are so many children facing the very real crisis of poverty this winter and it is our honor and duty at BBC Children in Need to try and help." Meanwhile, Chris said being a presenter was one of the proudest achievements in his career, while Alex added, "The whole evening is honestly just magical and it means so much to me to be presenting again." On presenting the appeal show for the first time, Jason said, "It's always been a charity that I've been involved with. I've fundraised for it in the past and obviously watched the night from when I was a child myself.